Okay, hello everyone. This is Cambridge Primary Mathematics, Grade 5. This exercise 2-2. Question number 1. They ask us to spot the difference between those two like shapes. Like we said, this one has been drawing on the other side. Okay, so we need to see the reflections of the picture and we see the difference. Like spot the differences. Like if we look at those two pictures, first of all, like this is one of the difference. Like this is different number 1. Okay, we will call it this is different number 1. And then like this mountain also, like it's not there. This mountain, different number 2. This part of the boat is different number 3. This is here also like these trees here, different number like 4. And about this window also. Okay, so then see if there's another like differences, you could just like spot them. And that's will be fine. Let's go to question number 2. Question 2, we say Zara says that she's thinking of a triangle with 3 lines of symmetry. So we need to know which triangle is that I'm thinking of. And let's see how we talked about the type of triangles according to number of the line of symmetry. We mentioned before in our studies, like the scalene triangle has no line of symmetry at all. And we said isosceles triangle has 1 line of symmetry. And we say the equilateral triangle has 3 lines of symmetry. So very clearly, that is Zabr's just talking about the equilateral triangle because the equilateral triangle has 3 lines of symmetry. And that's it. Let's go question number 3. They ask us to shade. They say shade the squares to make the bottom with 1 line of symmetry. So let's shade this square to make it with 1 line of symmetry. So I want you just to understand one thing. Like this is how it's being given to us this way. We need to shade like for each what for any shaded square, we need to shade one square. I mean a square for the other side on this side. So when we fold the shape, they will be typical. Like look at this one. If we number them, I would say this is number 1. We need to shade a square here. So when we fold it to be over this one. So the best one or the best one is we shade this one. This is square here. If we shade it, then this one will be folded over this one. Then we're going to shade this one over here. Those two, we shade 2 together. Like this is 1. And we shade this one also. Is going to be 2. So we shade them like this way. Then we go according to what? According to this shaded here. Like we see how far is it from the number line. It's 1 square then shaded. So do the same thing. Go 1 square like from here. Go 1 and then shade this one here. So we shade this one here. Then let's go to the shape after. We have those 2 squares are shaded. We need to shade another 2 squares here so we could fold over them. So we need to shade this square here. And we need to shade this one over here. So those are the 2 squares we're going to shade so they can fold over those. Then we have another one here. This one. We need to fold another square here. So we fold over it. So we go and we shade this square over here. So it will over that one. And then Like, look at this one. This one is shaded here. We need to shade one here. Like, this is like we could count one, two. So one, this is two. Then we shade this one over here. So they fold over it. With the same understanding, we can go and we shade this one is over here. This one, we shade it just here. So it will be what? So it could have typical. And we shade this one on top. For example, like where this one over here, it must be shaded. So, and then we shade this one over here. Like now, let's go back again over it. This will be fold over this. Okay, those two will be fold over those two. Yes, this one will be fold over this one. Yes, those two will be fold over two. Good. This one will be fold over this one. Yes, this one will be fold over this one over this one, and this one over this one, and this one over this one. So that's exactly what we need, and this is how our shape will be shaded this way. So let's move on. And they ask us here, like, what predict why the reflection of the triangle will be after it is reflected over each mirror or line of symmetry. Draw your projections using ruler. We need to draw our projection using ruler, but I want you to remember all the time and forever, like when you reflect a shape, should be the same distance. Like when I'm talking about this line of symmetry, like you see this, how is it far from this line of symmetry? It is just like what? A very small distance. Then you're gonna do very small distance here, and you're gonna what? And you're gonna draw it here. So this is how you draw it. It will be ups and down according to what? According to your shape. So this is how we draw it. It will be this way. It's going to be actually the same size. So if we did draw the same size, we should make it what? We should make it the same size because what? Because must be with the same size. So my drawing here is not accurate, but I'm trying just what? Give you the understanding or the idea. Okay, we have this line of symmetry here. Look at the distance between the line of symmetry and triangle. Then you go the same distance and you draw it. You try to measure with your ruler the lengths of these triangles, sides, and then you draw the same. And don't forget it has a right angle here. So this will help you to make things easy for you to draw it. Regarding the top one here, so also with the same idea, see the distance from here to here, you go the same distance, and then you start drawing your shape. We say the shape will be far from the mirror line the same distance, but the only problem will be ups and down. Like right will be left, and up will be down on the opposite. So I need to make this one from here to here. That's how you do make it. This one, also you see how is it far? Like look, you have a very wide distance here. So you go the same wide distance over here, and then you draw your triangle. And don't forget, right will be left and left will be right, and the top will be down. It's according to. When you just like reflect to the right or left, the right and left will change. When you reflect up and down, I mean top or below, this is also what will change. So this is how the shape is going to be look like. So these are the triangles is going to be. This is how you reflect them over each one of these drawing. So this is how your final answer will be look like, and this is how your triangle reflections will be look like this way. Let's move on. And we go to question after. Question number 5. They say use a ruler to draw all the line of symmetry of these triangles. We know that if it is isosceles triangle, you can draw one line of symmetry. And if it is scalene, you cannot draw any line of symmetry. And if it is equilateral, you can draw three lines of symmetry. You measure or you see your triangle like this one. This is like, for example, isosceles triangle. You can draw only one line of symmetry, this one. This one here, this is scalene, but B is isosceles. You can draw also like one line of symmetry here. This is scalene. You cannot draw. This also scalene. You cannot draw any line of symmetry. This one is equilateral. You can draw three lines of symmetry. One of them is over here, from here, and you go to the middle or to the midpoint. Another one is from here, and you go to the midpoint. The last one is from here, and you go to the middle. So this is how things go by. Now, how does it look like? But those two triangles, they don't have any line of symmetry because both of them are scalene triangles. The scalene triangles, they don't have line of symmetry. Let's go to the question after. The question after here, they ask you like what? They say shade 5 squares in each of the empty quadrant to make the pattern with two line of symmetry. We need to shade what? We need to shade exactly like we said what? We need to shade almost like 5 in each one of them. So let's see how we could shade 5 in each one of them. So regarding this one, we can count like this is the mirror line, like count one space and we shade it. One square empty and one is shaded, so you shade it over here. So like this is we said, like regarding this one, we see how is it far from the mirror line. One square is empty, then the mirror line. So when say one square is empty, then the mirror line. So we go and we shade this one over here. We shade this one so it could fold over that shape. Okay, so I have a trick I use actually like most of the time. Instead of keep drawing every time, I just make copies. Okay, and I see like I need here, for example, like what I need 5 in each one of them. So, and now I just what I take them from here and I see like this one, it is how many? Is three squares far from the middle line. Count three squares and it's gonna be over here. This one, it is just next to the middle line. So you just shade next to the middle line. Same idea with the other one. You shade next to the middle line. Yes, you shade next to the middle line. Okay, then you go to anyone. You get to start with this one or start with the other one. This one, if you look, this is the middle line. Like, look at this one. Here is a middle line. You would like to shade this quadrant. So look at how is it? Like this one is just two together. Not they don't have any distance apart from the middle line. You just shade them immediately this way. You would like to shade this one. You see how far is it from the middle line? One, two, three. So you count three and you shade it. Like okay, this is the middle line. You count one, two, this is the three, so it will be over. Also, this one, you want like one, two, and shade it. Go count like this is the middle line. One, two, and then you shade it over here. Then this will be fold over this one exactly. Because the last one, you can reflect anyone, this top one or this side. As anyone, as they will be the same idea. Okay, we'll shade this one, and it will be shading this one over here. After we shade those two, now you will go and you see. Like some people, they say we would like to shade this one. If you'd like to shade this one, is one far from the middle line, like one middle line in here. Okay, you put it over here. If someone said, no, I want to shade this one, count this one is three. One, two, three. Then count one, two, three. It will be the same idea. Okay, so this one is next to the middle line. You just put it next to the middle line. Nothing will be changed. This one will be over here. It's gonna be over here. Now let's see, go back to our shape and we see, is it everything okay? Like this one will be fold over this. This one will be fold over this. Good. This one will be fold over this. This one will be fold over this. Okay, and this one, we should have another one here to be fold over it. So we make one over it. We make one over here. So it could fold over. And now this one will be fold over this one. Now this one will be fold over here. This one will be fold over here. I know this one, we need to make another one here so it can fold over. So we'll make one here. So it could fold. So fold over each one. This one will be fold over this one. This one will be fold over this one. Now, if you look at the first one, we have one, two, three, four, five. Five shaded square. Look at the second quadrant. One, two, three, four, five. Look at the third one. One, two, three, four, five. Look at this one. One, two, three, four, five. Now, this is what, however, you fold it vertically or horizontally, it will be a line of symmetry. And then you'll get this level, or this is the way that it looks. The question after, they ask you like reflect the squares, the square, triangle, a rectangle, and pentagon over both the horizontal and the vertical mirror lines until you make a pattern with reflective symmetry. Okay, let's go to this and let's do it with a different color. So it could be so very clear for everyone in this class or in this, everyone who will watch this video. Let's go and make this one or this square and make it with a green color or with a blue color. Okay, then this one, if we'd like to reflect it, we will reflect it over this one here. So we can draw it again. We can draw it again where we draw it again over this last four. And we can do it last over with this one here. Because shapes like a square and rectangle, when even like you actually like reflect them, they will keep their shape because what? Because the shape, the design of the shape, it will be actually the same because square, all the sides are equal. So you will not feel what the idea of reflection is getting different. But let's see when we have this triangle here. Let's make this triangle with a red color. And we know this is a triangle we draw over here. Like when you reflect a triangle, you will feel it's what it is. There is changing in reflection because it's not like look like the square. Like this one, you want to reflect it where over this mirror line. Like see how is it far from the mirror line? Like it is one and then just go one and you draw a rectangle. You draw your rectangle the same way, like one. And because this is what, because this is actually like isosceles triangle, when you do it up and down, we don't feel there is change because it is now, it is changed ups and down. And if you want to reflect it over this mirror line, you can't see how it from the mirror line. Like one, two, three, four. Count one, two, three, four. And then you draw it here. When you draw it here, please draw it in the same distance and the same size. Nothing will be changed. Like when you fold it, it will be exactly go over the other one. So you draw it here in this one. Remember, like when you reflect it, like right will be left and left will be right. So please put this in your mind. Right will be left and left will be right. Will be right. There we go. Like I said, this will be drawn here. You say this will be reflected over here. We count how far is it from the mirror line, and then we reflect it. And this one would like to reflect it here. You can reflect this one, or you can reflect this one. Some people actually they reflect this one. Some people they go reflect this one. As you like, it doesn't make difference. If you like to reflect this one, you count one, two, three, four. Count one, two, three, four, and then you reflect it. If you would like to reflect it here, it's just one from this mirror line. I say one, and then you go. It is the same idea. So you reflect it over here as well. So this is how it's going to be look like. Now let's go reflect what this a rectangle, and let's have another different color. Okay. Hmm. Let's have a different color. Different color, like let's say it's yellow, no problem. Go with the yellow color. This rectangle, you can see it is one, like you are reflecting it vertically. Okay, so this one on, if you look, this part it's on the mirror line, and this one in the mirror line. So you should just both be on the mirror line. Like you draw a line from here. Like some people, they just what they plot the point. They say this point here, and the other point is over here. Okay, then point here, and then point here, and then the drawing. You can draw line from here, go in, like this point. Then you draw this one here, and you draw this one this way, and you drawing this one here, this way. You would like to draw this one here, also the same idea. You go on, you join them, and you draw it where? From here, you draw a line, this point, and then you make it this way, and then you draw it here, and then you make. Then you go from here, or so like what? Right, you draw it here this way. And how this is going to be look like. Let's go to the last one, which is the pentagon. Let's have another different color. Like let's say we do it with the green. This one we want to reflect it. When you would like to reflect it here, remember, like it will be changing. Like it is one, and then you draw it one, and then you draw it right this way. This point, you're right here, right here. And now you're drawing this one to this point, and this is how you make it. Okay, then go to the other part, like you like to reflect it over there. Go see how's it far, like one, two, three. Go count one, two, three. It is here, this one. Okay, then draw it this way. This is how it looks like. You would like to reflect it to this side. You can also start with the same idea. Don't forget, like will be what will be up and down. But if you are able to draw it immediately, like what I'm doing over here, so it's okay. So this is how it looks like. We can make the original one. Let's make it green so they could be all going typical to each other. You can see the work of reflection is so clear. Even regarding the rectangle, you can just make it yellow like the other rectangles you draw. So can all of them will be the same color. I feel like these shapes, when you draw them with a ruler and with a pencil, they will be looking very nice. This is how we could make this reflection. Let's go to the question answer. They say challenge, they ask you to choose four different colored pencils or pens. Use them to shade in the squares and have squares marked with stars. Reflect the button over the mirror line and color all the squares to make what the button with two lines of symmetry. Actually, here they ask you to use coloring. They ask you to what? To color the squares. Okay, like we could do what? You could color this half with a color and color those one with a color. the same color. Even you just like people color what? Like actually, some people they do what? They do the same stars, like the same kind of stars. Like these stars, you can draw them, okay? And then if you color this one with the yellow color, color this one with the yellow color also, so to have the same color. You color this one also, you can color this one with the yellow, and this one here with the yellow. Right? Like you just what? Color them and try to make what? To make two lines. According to what is given over here, they give you those line of symmetry like this one over here and this line of symmetry over here. So if you color this one with the yellow as I've told you, like you need to color the one is going to be here with the yellow. So when they fold over each other, they will be exactly what? Typical to each other. Okay, let's do this in part.